Back at it today with another client review. Yes, we're on the road. You got the hotel room in the background, but the money never stops. We got a really good one for y'all today. I got a client that I was working with, definitely needed our assistance when it comes to funding. As we always say, our goal is to help you reach your goal. So, without further ado, I don't want to make this long. Let's go ahead and get to this review. If you're ever interested in getting some assistance with us, if you want to start, grow, or even expand your current business, link is going to be in the description. And if you need some assistance, if you're a broker and you're having some issues and you need some assistance as far as expanding your product line, you want to go ahead and reach out to us as well. There's going to be a link in the description. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, man. How we doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Nice to finally put a face to the name.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
I appreciate you taking some time, man. You're at work or what?
Yeah, so I'm in the office. Yep, I'm in the office. One of our the previous home that we had, we carved out a space for me to just have the office space. So away from the kids. My kids are homeschooled, so away from the kids and away from the wife, and so give me that time to get down and focus.
How many kids?
3. Yep.
I got 3 myself. What are the ages, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, my oldest is 16. He takes his driver's test tomorrow. And then I have a 8-year-old and a 6-year-old.
I got a 13 that just got his first girlfriend. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going through that stage, and then I got my second boy is turning 10 December 2nd,
Nice.
And then my youngest JJ is 5.
Nice.
So, but that's it. I'm done.
Nice.
You gonna have some more? Or what?
Yeah, no, same here. We was like, we're done. We're done. Yeah.
I'm done. That's what's up, man. When you say, because what do you do? You're a senior. When I saw the title, it's senior product manager, right?
Product manager. Yep.
So I thought you were like in the factory or something.
No. So it's what I essentially do is it's probably similar to what's done in the factory, but I do it for internal SaaS products.
Gotcha.
Yep. So they have SaaS products, and we just developing that.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
So I've been in the role for, I'll say about 6 years, but I've been in this software development life cycles with SaaS products for the last 15.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate you, like I said, taking the time. A little bit about how did we meet? If you can kind of share with everybody how we met and how we came to where we are today.
For sure. So we met through Kingdom Social Media. David suggested that I meet with you for funding his mastermind, is his current product that he has.
I got you. Now, did you try to get funding by yourself, or I mean, why did you think, how did you think my services would benefit you?
Sure. So I'm gonna be honest. I was teetering on the fence in reference to borrowing, whether I should do it, whether I shouldn't do it. And so it took me a while to come to grips that, I would essentially have to borrow money for my business endeavors. It was a hit on my pride, to be honest. And it really hit on my belief system, as to whether or not this is the right thing to do.
That makes a lot of sense, man. Because when I looked at your credit, you don't borrow money at all. I think you got a mortgage, which everybody has a mortgage. That's the only way you can buy. But that's it. You don't have any credit cards, So you've never had a credit card. I mean, talk to me a little bit more about this belief system and why it's very, should I say, un-American of you?
Yeah, very true, very true. And so I'll be completely transparent. So early on, I've had early success in corporate America. And with that early success and position and salary, it's afforded me, credit, right? Early credit, talking like 22, 23, 24, to the point where I was qualifying for a house at 22, 23, looking to purchase my first house. However, came across a business opportunity and went into the business. But it was really just a mismanagement of mismanagement of the credit cards that were given to me that kind of went south, if you will, and turned out bad. And so my mindset turned from, oh, well, I don't deserve credit because I'm not responsible enough to handle the credit card. So I'm gonna just stay away from that altogether.
I got you.
Yep.
I definitely understand where you're coming from because I've been there before. I remember when I was at that age and I was just swiping.
Yeah.
I'm 35 now, but when I was young, and I end up in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's how I got introduced into this industry. Funny or
Nice.
not, because I ruined my credit, and I was like, okay, can I fix this? And then I figured out about fixing credit, and then
Yeah.
that got into learning about funding because nobody fixes their credit so they can sleep good at night.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, and then I learned about all this other stuff. So I mean, we all kind of took a different route, but that's pretty interesting. Now, I guess you swallowed your pride, as you said,
Yep.
and you decided to borrow some money, which that's
Sure.
what's up. I think I even shared with you, like, dude, you need to get some credit cards.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's unfortunate, but we live in a system from the top down,
Yeah.
from the federal government down that survive off of credit. You know,
Indeed. Indeed.
and it's just that's just what it is. And if you don't have credit, the systems in place with the products that are out there, that's all they care about.
That's it. That's exactly right.
So, now, did you try to seek out funding by yourself, and how was that? How did you decide to trust us to work with you?
Yeah, so I did, and so I kind of took baby steps, right? And so I went through the other areas of like Affirm and Klarnas and the things to, not even for personal endeavors, but for business endeavors and to fund my business. And it worked to a certain extent, but I got to a point where if I really want to scale my company to where I know it can go and to where I'm currently positioned to push it to, I'm going to need additional funding. I'm going to have to swallow my pride, and I'm going to and you've helped me do this, I'm going to have to take responsibility of my own stewardship and my own management of my credit, as opposed to just blaming the younger me of, oh, this is why I don't have credit now. And so I really appreciate like your transparency, your straightforwardness, and really, for lack of a better term, coming at my neck, right? To really reveal that, like, no, this isn't a belief problem. This isn't a belief problem. This is a responsibility problem. And so that's kind of like, if I can own the responsibility of being a manager of my credit and being a manager of and a good steward of the opportunity that this affords me, nothing can stop me.
And absolutely, it's unfortunate we live in this type of environment, but also there's some benefits to it because the leverage that most people have in this country because of the access to credit is incredible. From small things of like home ownership. I'm originally from Kenya. In the US right now. In the US right now, in order for you to buy a house, all you need is 3.5% down.
Yeah.
No other place in the world has that. Okay.
Really?
Absolutely not. Other countries in the world, 50% down, it's insane. The level of, just from 18, 20 years old, having access to 50 to 100,000 in student loans. Do you think any other places in the world have this?
That's crazy. I never even considered that.
Yeah. let me put it to you like this. During COVID, the whole world was shut down.
Right.
The United States, the government wrote checks to people.
They sure
did. For y'all to, what do you think was going on in Africa? Everybody had to shut up. There was no government writing checks to people.
Yeah. No, that's true.
So a lot of people don't really understand, there is magic with what we have in the US with the dollar and it being a reserve currency and we get this access to credit. But again, if we abuse it, it's just like
that's the part.
Like candy in front of a child.
Exactly.
So that's what it could be. Now, walk me through our process because I think I talked to you a few months back. I looked at your file because the way I work is I will look at your file. I'll tell you what I can do. I usually give you a range. I can do this and that. And then we spoke a few months ago and then you disappeared and then came back. My thing is about to die. Hold on one second. Let me plug in my
Sure. Yep.
I'm traveling and I'm at a hotel.
Nice.
And I didn't plug my laptop in. Here we go. So walk me through the process on how we started, working together and all of that.
For sure. So I was introduced to you. David Simon originally mentioned your name. and
Yeah.
he gave me over to Josh.
Yeah.
Josh then formally introduced me to you, introduced, my credit profile. I think he shared my credit scores
Yeah.
from the credit sites, and
Yes.
you within a day was able to get back to me and say, hey, let's set up a call. This is essentially what I could do for you from
Yeah.
the onset. You called out some of the parts of the credit report that I needed to improve on. One of them is
Mhm.
having my own credit cards, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And then from there,
Yeah.
it was the application process, which I went through, and that's kind of where the belief system and the internal conflict started happening. And so I ghosted.
Mhm.
And so I was like,
Mhm.
I'll just make more sales. I'll just do this. I'll just do that. But what
Mhm.
I found was that I wasn't able to make sales fast enough because of the funding required to keep
Ah,
me in my leadership position within my
yeah.
company. And
Mhm.
so once I've come to that realization, like we're going to be moving at a snail's pace
Yeah.
unless we get this initially funded. And once
Mhm.
we get initially funded, we'll accelerate way past whatever we was funded. Then I was like, okay, let me give you a call back. Um,
Yeah.
by then, I took out those smaller loans from like the Affirms and the electives and the Klarnas.
Yeah.
So it hindered my borrowing power a bit, but you were still able to get me what you promised. And you were
Yeah.
able to get it to me within a day. I think it was a
Yeah.
business day when you came
Yeah.
back with the amount. And after, in the particular funding that I received
Yeah.
it within an hour after being on the
That's what's
phone
up.
with the company. So,
Yeah. That's what's up. I
indeed.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate your honesty. You try to cheat on me and you notice that I was able to get you way more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. That was it. That was it. I did. I did.
That's
I was
what's
like,
up. That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah. Because
But
initially I was like,
um,
so initially I thought you ran the credit report, and then the other elected came. I was like, oh, he already ran it. I'll
uh,
get the other funding. But then the credit report you had was the old credit report, and so I had to
uh,
rerun it, and it was like, oh
yeah.
man, okay, so yeah, I
Yeah.
did try to cheat on you. Yeah, yeah, I tried to cheat on
It happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. But I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate working with you. And then also we're able to also help you get some credit cards so you can start rebuilding your
Oh
credit.
yeah.
You
So
know?
that's huge. That's huge because I primarily depend on I know you called out my credit profile with the authorized users.
Authorized
And those are
users.
just
Yeah.
like I leveraged those when we bought our second house from my wife because, like you said, I don't borrow, so I don't have credit cards, and so I had to leverage hers to show I had some type of diversification. But you was
Yeah.
like, get rid of them, which I'm like, they're out of there now,
Yeah.
and now I'll be able to build my own credit, which is cool, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm paying my wife's credit cards anyway, right? I'm gonna pay off all our
Exactly.
debt, so
And
why not just
basically,
balance it in my name and you know,
yeah.
yeah,
And you want with the goals you have in mind with your
uh-huh.
business, you
Sure,
don't want your credit to look immature. You know,
correct,
if you understand what I'm saying. And I love the principles that and still hold on to the same principles
yeah,
even with the new credit cards. Don't
yeah,
pay off
yes,
balance, keep a low
yeah,
balance, but you have to have credit because if I always tell people if I walked into your bank and if I was asking for 50 to 100,000 in unsecured credit,
yeah,
would you be curious as to what my past unsecured credit history looks like?
absolutely,
Of course you
absolutely,
would. So
yep,
that's why you have credit. You want to have some type of unsecured credit history. So in case you're in a position where you want to borrow, you're able to do so.
yeah,
But my plans for you is get you, to get those starter cards, as I said.
yep,
I want you, as I told you, you want to ask a limit increase every 6 months.
got
And
it,
every time they even offer you a limit increase, just take it. Because there's going to
yeah,
be times you get those letters in the mail. Hey, you can get a limit increase. Accept it. You want to start with
got
those
it,
small cards, and you want to double them up every 6 months.
got it,
Ideally, by this time next year, we need to be talking about business credit cards,
nice,
where you can
nice,
get, because the beautiful thing about that is balances on the personal side hurt your credit score. But
right,
when you play with it on the business side, they don't report to your personal credit. So when you
right,
play with those balances, when you're utilizing your credit, it doesn't affect your personal credit at all. There's a true separation there, you know. So, but
nice,
but for you to get business credit cards, you need to have good, strong personal credit.
yes, yes,
you
yep,
know.
yep,
So
understood,
Marvin, I don't want to keep you for too long. I really, truly appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely looking forward for a long-term relationship with you. That's
Same.
usually ultimately my goal with all my clients when it comes to funding, because when you're running a business, you're constantly going to need money. So I'm your money guy.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed. Hey, listen, glad to have you. Glad to refer you. Glad to have you on the team, man, on my team. So no, I appreciate you, Brian. Thanks so much. You went above and beyond everything I asked, everything we talked about. And so I just appreciate you taking that time to commit to excellence and the end goal, man. So I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely, man. You have a good one, man. Salute.
All right, you the same. Have a great day.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Anyway, if you've stayed with me through the end, I appreciate you. I really do. Please go ahead and give me a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. And I guess I should go ahead and pay some bills. Let you know what this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Broker Solutions Academy. There's going to be a link in the description. We work with people that are interested in becoming a business loan broker. We have a very comprehensive business loan broker course, and we're going to be teaching you everything you need to know about how to become a business loan broker. Our mission statement is we help business loan brokers understand and simplify the various funding solutions that are available in the marketplace so you can properly serve your clients, stop the endless confusion and self-defeating pointless rat race they're currently in, and grow their business while maximizing profits by teaching them how to become a real business loan broker, not just a referral partner. This video is also brought to you by Pennington Consulting Group, and that's where we work directly with entrepreneurs and also business owners to help them get funded. So if you're looking to start, grow, or even expand your current business, Pennington Consulting Group, there's going to be a link in the description where you can go ahead and schedule a time. And like we always say at Pennington Consulting Group, our goal is to help you reach your goal. Again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.